We are here with our iHeartRadio Future Star Jessica Sevier on Pure Country. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Thank you so much for having me.
I am so excited to meet you because I have been playing your song, Good to Drive, for a very long time. And I've been listening to this voice and like getting to actually meet you and hear the story behind this song. I know you wrote it with a fellow Canadian country girl. Talk to me about this one. What was your inspiration? What was the day writing it? And did you think it was going to be the song that would land you as the iHeartRadio Future Star?
I mean, I couldn't have imagined any of the things that were going to happen to me over the past couple months. It's been a crazy ride. But Good to Drive, I was just in the car coming back from some place I probably shouldn't have been. I'll be real honest about that. And I was like, man, like, I'd be good to drive to see this person anytime. Like, no matter what I was doing, no matter where I was, I'd be there.
Yeah.
So I wrote that down on my phone as I was driving. And then, didn't really think about it much until I walked into the room with Robyn and Derek, who I wrote the song with. And I came in complaining about how the price of gas was crazy. And I was like, oh my God, like, I hate driving. The gas is so expensive. And like, I never really put the full tank of gas in my car. Like, I've never done it. I always put $20.
You're like, just keep topping it up as best we can.
That's pretty much what I was doing. I don't know why. Like, I guess it just became habit from when I was younger. But they were like, hey, that's kind of a cool idea. Like, that's kind of a cool start to a song. And I was like, well, I have this idea about driving. Why don't we start from there? And then we just kind of kept going, and it turned into the song. And I got the demo back a couple weeks later, and my mind was just like, whoa, this song could really do something. I think, like, it was kind of like a gift. It was the first time I heard myself in a demo where I was like, I really feel like myself. I really feel authentic. This is a cool story.
Cool.
And then all of these amazing things happened because of this song, because of I was doing something I probably shouldn't have been doing.
Hey, you know what? If it led you to where you are right now, that's a good thing.
Thanks to that guy.
Yeah. Well, thanks to him. And super cool to work with Robyn Ottolini, who's a very interesting and very stylistic writer.
Yes.
Was it fun getting to work with someone who has had experience in this crazy world and also get to kind of write with another female in country music?
I love writing with females. I think they really understand, my brain. We kind of, get the same vibe. Derek was also incredible at understanding the Springsteen vibe, the Springsteen influence bringing in there. Mm-hmm. They're both incredible to work with. But Robyn definitely took my words and finesse them in a way that was like, whoa, that's really cool. And like, she could really help me get the thought process out, which I thought was amazing. And she's just so quick with it. Like, some of the original lyrics that I had written down just like probably were not appropriate for, country radio. And she was like, I think we should tweak it this way. And I was like, at first I was like, I don't know. Like, I like to be loud. I like to be a bit inappropriate, a little bit weird and wild.
Push the envelope a little bit?
Push the envelope for sure. But I think it was definitely the right choice. She definitely had the right thought of what we had to do, and it worked out, and I'm so grateful for it.
That's why it's so good to have good collaborators in the room with you that can
100%.
kind of help you tell your story. Part of your story we have to talk about, because if you follow Jessica on social media, you will see this vibe that is so apparent in your music, but also in your style. And you have such cool style and already have kind of like landed that so early on in your career, which I feel like a lot of artists, it takes a while to kind of figure out who you are and what your vibe is. Is this something that kind of came early on for you?
Yeah, I mean, I've had some bad outfits. I've had some really bad outfits. I won't lie. There's some pictures that haunt me.
We all have those.
From my really early days. And they're quite embarrassing. And whenever I see them, I just go, oh my God, like, get up an hour earlier, pick a better outfit. But no, I've always loved fashion. Both my mom and my grandmother went to school for fashion.
Oh, okay.
So it's always been kind of ingrained in my brain that I had to, like, play the part a little bit. And from an early age, I just learned how to sew, learned how to make clothes, learned how to do things. And I find a lot of stores don't sell what I need and sell what I want. Like, they don't sell an Austin Powers dress. They don't sell a Stevie Nicks dress. So a lot of the time I'll make my own clothes.
So do you buy the fabric or do you buy like different pieces? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're making it from scratch.
From scratch. I bought this fabric. And
this is Jessica original.
Original.
Okay.
With a little help from my mom. So I'll give her a little bit of credit.
That's okay.
But yeah, I picked the fabric and I picked the vibe. I really wanted like a cheetah print kind of fun thing and some fur. I love a fur coat.
I love a
So
fur
I was like,
coat. I know I've seen a lot in your socials. I'm like,
how can I put a fur coat on a dress? And I was like,
you did it.
I did it.
It's so cool.
So yeah, I don't know. I just love fashion. I love to be weird and wild. And that's kind of just like, I see something I like and I'll wear it.
Well, it's just another way of expressing how you feel. Like it's just another avenue that you get to do that.
For sure. And I grew up on a lot of vintage music, and it comes like vintage style comes with that cool style, like the Stevie Nicks thing, and like just a lot of the 80s stuff, the 70s stuff, the 60s stuff. I love that. I don't know why. I think we lost a lot of fun in fashion over the last few decades. So I think.
Yeah. And you're starting to see that in a lot of artists too. Like they have what is their look, and to like have that is really cool. Do you think in your future one day you'd want to have your own clothing line?
I've had a few people ask me if I would sell some of the dresses that I've made.
Okay.
They just take so long.
You're like, I can't give this up. Do you have much time?
I was like, I don't have the time. Like, if I had to do that, like I couldn't do music, and like music is my first love, so I couldn't quit that. But I think like I would love to, if I could just design them and not sew them.
Right. Hey, that's what when you get to a point, you get to start your own clothing line. You just get to be the designer. What would you call your clothing line?
I already have it picked out.
You already have it.
I already have it.
She's already ready.
The Wild Wild Woman clothing line.
Okay.
That's like a story maybe for a later date of what Wild Wild Woman is.
Okay.
But the Wild Wild Woman clothing line, Wild Wild Woman clothes, Wild Wild Woman Western wear. I don't know.
There's so many different things. You could do boots.
I could do boots. I really want to do fur dresses.
Like head to toe fur.
Maybe.
Okay.
Fur dresses.
Well,
big
with
boots.
Wild Wild Woman, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, I think big platform like ABBA sparkly boots. Ooh.
Lots
of ideas.
Is ABBA a part of your? Do you play any ABBA like covers in your set?
I don't. I feel like I should.
I think you should.
I feel like I should bring out the sparkly bell bottoms and do like a ABBA thing. But I'm doing some really exciting stuff at some of my upcoming Cameron House dates that I'm very excited about. I'm going to be doing some 80s hair metal, some Skid Row, some Bon Jovi. I'm very excited about it.
That is so cool. How excited are you that Bon Jovi is doing a re-release of his record, and he's got like Lainey Wilson on there. He's got Jelly Roll.
Why am I not on this, John?
John Bon Jovi.
John Bon Jovi. No, I'm kidding. I actually didn't know this.
Yeah.
I've been wrapped up in making too many dresses, I guess.
You'll have a really good new record to listen to.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. And if Sebastian Bach or like anyone, Alice Cooper, you guys want to feature me on something?
Yeah. If someone doesn't show up
the next record, I'm here.
She's available.
I'm available. I'm ready. Let's do it.
What was like, if you think back to when you were really falling in love with music when you were growing up, what was the record for you that stands out as kind of the one that
easiest answer? The River by Bruce Springsteen.
Okay.
Another story that's going to come out soon. But yeah, the River album saved my life. And I'll say that again and again. I was going through a really awful time in my teen years, struggling really bad with mental health and depression and everything that kind of comes along with that. And I just didn't really know how to keep on going. And then one day my dad gifted me his old Sears dual cassette and record player from when he was a kid in the 80s. And along with that came the cassettes and the mixtapes and the records and everything that he had as a child. And I popped in the River album on cassette, and I was kind of just entranced, and I've never really left that spot. I think it really took me out of a really bad place and brought a lot of joy to my life. And, I listened to that every single day after school. I'd come home, I'd put my headphones on and listen to it front to back a couple times. And that's how I learned how to write music, how to, write a story. And, it's just made me fall in love with the career, the craft, and everything. And I mean, I've always wanted to be a musician. I always knew that was my path. But Springsteen really solidified the kind of vibe and how to write songs for me. Like, it just kind of changed everything for me.
Have you had a chance to see him live yet?
I have.
You have? Okay.
I cried. I sobbed the whole time. The guy beside me thought I was nuts. I was probably the youngest person there. But, yeah, I saw him at Scotiabank in October of 2024. And it was the craziest day of my life. I have no words. It was amazing. I cried. My soul felt healed. It was kind of like a full circle moment for me, from going from the really depressed kid listening to Springsteen on the floor of her bedroom to a fully healed, woman in music.
Yeah.
Seeing him live for the first time and seeing my hero in the same room as me was unforgettable.
What was your biggest takeaway seeing him on stage, seeing the show that he plays now as an artist yourself, playing shows? What was like the one thing you took from his live show that really stood out to you?
I need more energy. I need some more sleep. I need to run a bit more. Just the artisticness of his show. Everything is like perfect. Like the band is incredible. He knows exactly where to be at what moment, and just like the show he puts on. He's a true showman.
Yeah.
And I mean, I aspire to be like that, to put on a 3-hour show and like still be, the last song is still as good as the first song. Like it's crazy. The amount of work that goes into a show like that is insane. So, you know, I was like, I got to up my game a little bit. I got to be ready to put on a 3-hour show.
Got to go for a run for 3 hours and then
I run every day now.
At the same time.
Get on the treadmill and you run and sing, and you just got to be ready for it. You got to be ready for anything. And that's really what Springsteen taught me, is like, you got to be ready to go. You got to be the best at what you do. And, you know, we're on that path. We're trying to get there.
What has been your favorite live show so far of your career that stands out to you as kind of like a moment where you had to check yourself a little bit?
This summer I opened for Dean Brody.
I saw a video of you on stage with a lot of people in the crowd.
A lot of people. And it was, very unexpected. I mean, obviously Dean Brody sells tickets. We know that. But I've been in a lot of opening slots, and people kind of trickle in as the opener's on, and then they kind of fill out for the headliner. No, everyone was there for me. Every single person that bought a ticket was standing right at the gate, staring at me. And I walk, like, they bring me on from my green room. They're like walking me to stage. And I go, oh, so like, how busy is it? Like, does it look good out there? And they go, oh, it's packed. And I walk side stage and I go, all right. Springsteen prepared me for this moment.
Thank you, Bruce.
Thank you, Bruce. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to be the best at what I do. And I did it. And I had them in the palm of my hand the whole time. And it was the most incredible feeling. I mean, all of the shows I've played this summer have been incredible, just amazing experiences. I've been doing this for so long. And the shows that I've gotten to play are just like my wildest dreams come true. But this night was really incredible. I had so much fun opening for Dean. The crowd was incredible. And the venue was great. So I'm just very grateful.
Awesome. Well, you can obviously find out more about Jessica on our website, but you can hear her song Good to Drive. Jessica Sevier, our iHeartRadio Future Star.
Thank you so much.